Toby the Teeny Tiny Excavator. Story and art by Little Sapling Books. Toby is an excavator who works at a construction site near a beautiful forest. Just like every other excavator, Toby has a boom, a bucket, and caterpillar tracks. But unlike other excavators, Toby is much smaller. In fact, he is so small that everyone at the construction site calls him Toby the Teeny Tiny Excavator. Toby hated his nickname. He did not like that all anyone ever noticed was his size. "What about my boom and my bucket?" Toby would often mumble to himself. But that did not stop Toby from spending all his days at the construction site. He loves watching the big construction vehicles working tirelessly, and all he ever wanted was to be like them. He too wanted to help build a city, but as much as Toby wanted, his help never seemed to be needed. Every morning before the workday begins, all the vehicles get in a line and wait for the foreman to give everyone their task. Toby hated this part of the day because he knew what the foreman was going to say to him. "Sorry, Toby, I got nothing for you today. Maybe tomorrow." But tomorrow never came for Toby. "I hate being small and useless," Toby thought to himself. One day, Toby decided enough was enough. "I'm going to take matters into my own bucket." He listened closely to the foreman's job assignment at the lineup and did the best he could to remember all the jobs for the excavators. Digging and leveling the building site for new concrete foundation. Got it. Toby knew exactly what to do. He would wait until all the construction vehicles are done for the day and then sneak back into the construction site to do some digging secretly. Once I show them what I can do, they will finally let me help them. With the moon high in the night sky, Toby began digging and moving dirt at a hurried pace. Toby was so focused on his work that he did not notice a mouse watching him from the shrubs in silent amazement. When the morning bell rang, Toby quickly hid in a small patch of grass nearby. He was eager to surprise the construction team with the work he had done, but before Toby could even say anything, the towering excavator cleared away Toby's effort in one scooping motion without even realizing. Toby was devastated. A whole night of tireless work was completely removed in just an instant. "I really am useless then," Toby said, feeling defeated. It was just at that moment, Toby felt someone tapping on his chassis. Toby turned to see the mouse who was watching him work the night before. The mouse squeaked, "Hello, Mr. Excavator. Can you help me, please?" "I can't help anyone. You should go ask one of them." "But they're too big," squeaked the mouse. Toby was stunned by the mouse's response. "Too big? How could that be a problem?" Toby thought. "You are the excavator that was digging last night, right?" squeaked the mouse. "Yeah, that was me," Toby replied. "Then please follow me. I could really use your help." The mouse squeaked as he turned and shuffled back into the forest quickly. Toby was confused, yet curious. "No one ever had a job for a teeny tiny excavator like me," Toby wondered to himself. "You see, an oak nut fell from that big tree and now it's stuck to my doorway. No one can get in or out of the house," the mouse explained. "Will you help me get the oak nut out of the way?" "Well, I don't know," hesitated Toby. "Please say you'll at least try. I'm desperate," pleaded the mouse. Toby agreed to try his best. Toby got closer to the mouse's den and adjusted his chassis into position. He swung his boom around and wedged his bucket tightly between the oak nut and the doorway. With a slow and steady wiggling motion of his bucket, Toby started to feel the oak nut budging from the doorway. Toby adjusted his bucket around the oak nut a few more times and ran his caterpillar tracks in the opposite direction. Within mere minutes, Toby successfully removed the oak nut from the doorway. "Hooray! You did it! I knew you were the perfect excavator for this job. Thank you so much!" the mouse yelled in excitement. Toby smiled at the mouse proudly. He had never felt such a sense of accomplishment before. "Wow! You did that so easy, chittered a squirrel who had been watching them the whole time. I guess my bucket just happened to fit nicely for the job, Toby responded shyly. Do you think you can help me too? Asked the squirrel. Geez, I'm not really sure if I would be much help, replied Toby. I'm sure you can, replied the squirrel while showing him her injured arm. Can you please pick up that oak nut and follow me? I will show you what I need your help with. Toby was still feeling unsure, but he followed the squirrel anyway. The squirrel brought Toby to a large pile of nuts that were nestled against a large oak tree. Can you help me bury all these? I hurt my arm last night, and I am afraid I won't be able to bury them all in time before winter hits, explained the squirrel. But what if I mess up? Toby blurted. I know you won't. After seeing what you've done for Mr. Mouse, I'm certain you can do it, encouraged the squirrel. So Toby got to work. With the sharp teeth on the edge of his bucket, Toby had no trouble digging all the holes needed for the nuts. Before he knew it, he had buried all of them effortlessly. Oh, I knew you could do it, chanted the squirrel in great relief. Now I am ready for winter. Thank you so much. Ah, I almost forgot. Before you go, can you retrieve that nut for me too, please? Let me give it a go, replied Toby. He extended his arm all the way up and scooped the nut down in one smooth motion. Wow, that's amazing, riveted a frog standing by the ridge. You can dig, bury, lift, and reach so far, the frog said in awe. Toby smiled with an air of shyness. I guess I can. Do you think you can help me solve my problem too? Riveted the frog. Maybe. What's your problem? Toby inquired. My lily pad has drifted too far into the middle of the pond, and I'm afraid I won't be able to reach it with my jump alone. I'm still pretty new to this lily pad business. Maybe I can jump off of your bucket when it's fully stretched out over the pond. It's kind of scary to be jumping from this far away, stammered the frog. Toby looked out into the pond and saw the frog's lily pad. It was indeed far away, but Toby was confident. I think I can help you. Hop on, declared Toby. The frog jumped on top of Toby's bucket as Toby rolled towards the edge of the pond. When he got close to the edge, he engaged his brakes and started to reach his arm out over the water. How's this? Asked Toby with his arm fully stretched out. Terrific! Shouted the frog as he leisurely hopped onto his lily pad. Toby was starting to realize that he was actually a very useful excavator, just not in a way he could have ever imagined. Word started to spread among the animals in the forest. The frog told a family of beavers who were struggling to collect sticks for their dam. Toby was able to help them quickly collect large bundles, speeding up their dam's construction. Then the beavers told a stressed-out raccoon who was struggling to get his groceries home. Without a second thought, Toby agreed to help the raccoon bring his groceries back to his home high up in a tree. After many days of helping the animals in the forest, Toby decided to take a stroll near his old construction site. His construction vehicle buddies were thrilled to see him and yelled out, Hey guys, it's teeny tiny Toby! Toby grinned and exclaimed proudly, Yep, it's me, Toby the teeny tiny excavator. The end.
Thank you for watching.